Hi, I'm Danielle Sherry. I'm an associate editor at Fine Gardening Magazine, and I'm going to show you how to build this inexpensive pot fountain for your garden. Step 1, plumb the pot. For this step, you'll need your decorative pot, a 1 3/4 inch by 1 inch barb fitting, a 1 3/4 inch PVC female adapter, some plumber's epoxy, and a drill with a 1/2 inch masonry bit. First, using a masonry bit, create a drainage hole in the bottom of the pot. If yours already has a drainage hole, it'll probably need to be widened a little bit by slowly rotating the masonry bit around the sides of the hole. Then, put the barb fitting into the hole so the threaded side goes inside the pot. Next, thread the PVC female adapter onto the end of the barb inside the pot. This is a little tricky, and you might have to crawl inside depending on how big it is. Finally, put plumber's epoxy around the base of the fitting to seal it in place and make the container watertight. Step 2, install the reservoir. For this step, you're going to need a waterproof catch basin, a few cinder blocks, some sand, a heavy-duty plastic grate, 4 feet of flexible tubing, a submersible pump, 2 hose clamps, some flexible screen or mesh, and a reciprocating saw. Dig a hole deep enough to allow your catch basin to sit slightly above ground level. Shovel a 1 inch layer of sand into the bottom of the hole. This allows you to easily level the reservoir by shifting the sand around. Place 2 or 3 cinder blocks in the center of the basin to give additional support to the pot because it can be heavy and you want it to be stable. Cut a trap door in the corner of the plastic grate that's large enough for the pump to easily pass through. Cut a small hole in the center of the grate for the flexible tubing to pass through. Attach one end of the tubing to the pump and clamp it in place, and then poke the other end out of the hole in the center of the grate. Place screening over the grate and cut a corresponding hole for the flexible tubing. Step 3, place the fountain. For this step, you will need a length of 3/4 inch PVC pipe, black spray paint, and some decorative stones. Cut a piece of 3/4 inch PVC pipe so that it is the same height as the pot, and spray the top 6 inches with black spray paint. Then, place the PVC pipe, black side up, into the PVC adapter in the bottom of the pot. Bring the pot over to the reservoir. This is the part where a friend comes in handy. And twist the flexible tubing onto the barb sticking out of the bottom of the pot and clamp in place. Slowly lift the pot into a standing position. If you have a large pot, this is another good time when it helps to have a friend with you. Place decorative stones on top of the screening to disguise the reservoir. Then, fill the reservoir with water, turn on the pump, and enjoy.